Welcome to another live stream here on YouTube, Sports Bonanza John, and on Kick, Sports Kick John. Got some Major League Baseball for you tonight. The Dodgers and the Twins. Second game of this series from Target Field in Minneapolis. We will preview this game between these two momentarily. First of all, let's pray. Lord Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you for looking over us, Lord. Please protect everyone involved, players, coaches, fans tonight. Please keep everyone safe, and please continue to do your will among us and look over all of us, Lord, as I ask and pray this in your name. Amen. All right, Dodgers and Twins from Target Field. A little bit of a delay. This game was supposed to have started about 20 minutes ago. We had a little bit of a rain system that came through, so it pushed back first pitch by about 25 minutes between the Dodgers and the Twins. But we are just about set to go in this one. Dodgers took the opener of this series yesterday, 2-1. And they are looking to win the first two games of this series. As let's take a look at tonight's batting order, as we will start for the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers, coming in the MLB's best record at 50-29 on the year. They will line up like this, leading it off and DHing tonight, Shohei Ohtani. Batting second and in center field is Andy Pages. Batting third and playing first base, Freddie Freeman. Cleanup hitter tonight for the Dodgers is the shortstop Mookie Betts. Batting fifth and playing left field is Tommy Edman. In the number 6 spot is the third baseman Max Muncy. Batting seventh and playing right field tonight for the Dodgers is Alex Call. Batting eighth at second base tonight, Alex Freeland, and hitting ninth and rounding out the batting order for the Dodgers is their catcher tonight, Chucky Robinson. So again, for the Dodgers, Ohtani, Pages, Freeman, Betts, Edman, Muncy, Call, Freeland, and Robinson. Batting order tonight for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And pitching, getting the start tonight for the Minnesota Twins, Kendry Rojas. Rojas in his 6th appearance of the year, just his 2nd start of the year. 1-0 record. Just a 1.26 ERA. 10 walks, 14 strikeouts, and 14 1/3 innings. Hasn't seen a whole lot of action this year, but is getting the start on the mound tonight for Minnesota as the Twins look to even up this 3-game series against the Dodgers. Dodgers coming in, they are running away with the National League West. They have a 9-game lead in the West. Twins, even though they're 4 games under 500, they're just 3.5 back in the American League Central. So the Twins right there, and like I said, the Dodgers absolutely running away with the National League West already with that 9-game lead as they go for a World Series three-peat, and definitely looking like the team to beat right now. At 50-29, Twins come in 38-42, as we are just about at the halfway point of the season. All-Star break usually hits a little bit past the midway point. This is exactly the halfway point for the Twins tonight with their 81st game. Like I said, just 3.5 games back in the American League Central. As the game goes on tonight, we will show you the current vote getters for the All-Star game. Of course, Shohei Ohtani in that mix. 4 Los Angeles Dodgers, the leading vote getters in their respective positions. Like I say, we'll run all that down as the game goes on later on tonight. Dodgers winning last night in a pitcher's duel 2-1. They look to win this series tonight. Again, this game starting about 25 minutes later than scheduled. They had a rain shower come through the Twin Cities earlier, which pushed this first pitch back by about 25 minutes. We'll keep you updated on the entire Major League scoreboard as the evening goes on as well. We do have one final, that in from Toronto. The Astros in 11 innings beat the Blue Jays 9-7. We are just about set to go after what's going to be about a 25-minute rain delay to get this game started, as Shohei Ohtani will lead it off for the Dodgers. Rojas finishing his warm-up tosses, and we are just about set to go from Target Field. So here we go. It'll be Shohei Ohtani to lead it off for the Dodgers. Ohtani hitting .296. 17 home runs, 44 runs batted in. Ohtani leading the Dodgers in average and RBIs. Mentioned the Twins 3.5 back in the American League Central. The Twins looking to make the playoffs for the first time since 2023. The Twins lost in the division series that year to Houston. The Twins looking to get back to the postseason for the first time in 3 years. Been hovering right around that 500 mark all year. They're 4 under right now. Twins kind of a change of pace. They host the Major League Baseball best Dodgers right now, but this weekend they stay home to host the Major League worst Colorado Rockies. Meanwhile, the Dodgers, after this series, head to their arch rivals, Padres, to start a weekend series with the San Diego Padres. Crowd still filing in at Target Field on this Tuesday night. Dodgers in their alternate blue uniforms tonight, white lettering, red numerals. Twins in their home whites with the red lettering and black numerals in the front. And here comes Ohtani to lead this game off. A lot of Dodger fans in the stands, as there usually is, no matter where they go. Obviously, a lot of them on board to watch their superstar Shohei Ohtani. Kendry Rojas ready. Ohtani in the box ready. And we are underway from the Twin Cities. First pitch is a strike. Strike one pitch to Ohtani is outside, ball one. One pitch to Ohtani. That's down low, 2-1. Do want to point out, if you are following along with the line score on the computer screen, it is going to be about a pitch ahead of where I am due to this built-in delay that YouTube TV puts on. 2-1 pitch. That's high. Count now 3-1 to Ohtani. Leading it off here in the Dodgers' first inning. 3-1 pitch on the way to Ohtani. Fouled away. That'll fill the count, 3-2. Ohtani calls time prior to the 3-2. Comes Rojas' 3-2 payoff pitch to Ohtani. That's ball four, and that's going to be a leadoff walk to Ohtani to start this game. And it will bring up Andy Pages. Pages hitting .264, 15 home runs, 57 runs batted in. Leads the Dodgers in RBIs and hits. He's already got 80 hits on the season as well. Rojas delivers the pitch to Pages. Hit foul, strike one. Strike one pitch to Andy Pages. It's a little high. That'll even the count, 1-1. Ohtani not a big lead from first base. Rojas' 1-1 is down in the dirt, 2-1. Ohtani does have 6 stolen bases on the year. Not a real huge stolen base threat. That's the one thing the Dodgers do not have. They're not a real big stolen base team. They only have 31 on the season. It's not a team you're going to see take off from the base paths. 2-1 misses. It's now 3-1. By the way, home plate, the umpiring crew tonight, Will Little behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. Ryan Addington over at first base. Ryan Wills at second. And Lance Barksdale, who called the balls and strikes last night, is over at third tonight. Throw over to first, and Ohtani back in. Three-one pitch from Rojas to Pages. That's ball four. Back-to-back walks by Rojas to start this game. We'll bring up Freddie Freeman. Freeman hitting .273 on the year, 13 home runs, 41 runs batted in. This is a Dodgers team that has hit 107 home runs this year. First and second on back-to-back walks to Ohtani and Pages to start this game. Rojas' pitch to Freeman. Swing and a miss, strike one. Here comes the strike one pitch to Freddie Freeman from Rojas. That's hit foul, and Rojas has Freeman in an 0-2 hole. So for the first time here in the first inning, Rojas ahead of a hitter. And here comes the 0-2 pitch to Freeman. Ball one. One-two pitch from Rojas to Freeman. Swing and a miss, strike three. Rojas gets a big strikeout of Freeman. Brings up Mookie Betts. Betts on the season hitting .214, 8 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Rojas' pitch to Mookie Betts. Strike one. Strike one pitch to Mookie Betts from Rojas. That's upstairs. That'll even the count of ball and a strike. One pitch. Down in the dirt, 2-1. Two-one pitch from Rojas to Mookie Betts. That's hit foul. That'll even the count 2-2. Two misses high. That will fill the count, 3-2. Payoff 3-2 pitch to Mookie Betts. Ball four. That is the third walk of the inning. And we're going to have a challenge here. Oh, that's a strike. Betts strikes out. It just caught the top corner of the zone. So Betts is a strikeout victim. So back-to-back strikeouts for Rojas after walking the first two. And actually, I stand corrected. That was called strike three. So that was a Dodgers ABS challenge, and they lost it. So they've already lost one of their ABS challenges, leaving them with one for the game. Tommy Edman, the batter, with 2 on and 2 out, and he puts it off the glove of the second baseman and into center field. Ohtani will come in to score. And let's see how they score that. Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0. And that's going to be an RBI single for Tommy Edman. And the Dodgers strike first here in the first inning, 1-0. Second baseman Keyshaw tried to backhand that, but it got past him. And once it got past him, Ohtani scored easily from second base. So it is first and second with 2 outs after the RBI single for Tommy Edman. It'll bring up Max Muncy. Take strike one. Muncy hitting .265, 16 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Oh, 1 is foul, and that quickly runs the count to 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch to Max Muncy's way outside, 1-2. One-two pitch on the way from Rojas upstairs, 2-2. Boy, Rojas has had a high pitch count first inning. He's now at 26 pitches in this first inning. Two-two pitch on the way. Got him. Muncy went after a low one there, so Rojas strikes out the side but gives up a run. On one hit, Dodgers strand 2. We go the bottom of the first. It's the Dodgers 1. The Twins coming up for their first at bat. So the Twins already down a run. Take a look at the batting order the Twins will send out here tonight. Leading it off and playing left field will be Austin Martin. Batting second and playing center field, Byron Buxton. In the number 3 spot, DHing tonight for the Twins, Josh Bell. Cleanup hitter for Minnesota is first baseman, Royce Lewis. Batting fifth and playing third base, Brooks Lee. Hitting sixth and catching for the Twins tonight, Victor Caratini. Batting seventh and playing second base, Luke Keyshaw. In the number 8 spot is the shortstop, Ryan Kreidler. And batting ninth and playing right field tonight is Kyler Fedko. So again, for the Twins, it's Martin, Buxton, Bell, Lewis, Lee, Caratini, Keyshaw, Kreidler, and Fedko, the starting batting order for the Twins tonight. And getting the start on the mound tonight for the Dodgers is Justin Robleski. Robleski making his 13th start of the season, 8-2 record, 2.72 ERA, 16 walks, 50 strikeouts in 79 and a third innings. So here in the bottom of the first, it'll be Austin Martin to lead it off for the Twins. Martin hitting .238 on the season, a couple home runs. He's drove in 17. First pitch, bottom one to Martin is a ball, 1-0. One 0 pitch on the way to Martin is in the air to right field. That's going to be playable. And the catch made for the first out by Call. And that's how the bottom of the first begins. Brings up Byron Buxton. Buxton hitting .275, 25 home runs. He's drove in 41. Buxton, the Twins leader in pretty much every offensive category except RBIs. Josh Bell, the leader in that category. Ball one to Buxton. One 0 pitch is low. Count goes to 2-0. Two 0 pitch. That's right down the middle for strike one. 2-1. Two 1 pitch to Buxton. That's downstairs. 3-1. Three 1 pitch, swing and a miss. That will fill the count, 3-2. Payoff pitch is in the air to right center field. Call coming on and making the catch for out number 2. Bring up Josh Bell. Bases empty and 2 outs. Bell hitting .248 on the year, 9 home runs, 48 runs batted in. Pitch to Bell is in the air to right, and Call is going to get all 3 putouts here in the bottom of the first inning as the Twins are retired in order 1-2-3. Inning in the books at Target Field. Dodgers lead the Twins 1-0. As I mentioned at the outset, Dodgers coming in this game with a 9-game lead in the National League West. They are just running away with that National League West division. Prior to the All-Star break, Dodgers a Major League best 50-29 record. Going for a three-peat this year. And definitely looking like the team to beat right now. Dodgers coming off that epic 7-game World Series a season ago against Toronto. So here we go in the second inning. It's going to be Call leading it off in the second for the Dodgers. Alex Call hitting .260 on the year, 14 runs batted in, as he leads it off in the Dodgers second. First pitch, top 2, strike 1. A 1 pitch downstairs. That'll even the count of ball and a strike. One upstairs, 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll even the count, 2-2. Rojas looks in and delivers the 2-2 pitch to Alex Call. That's hit foul. Call stays alive. Another 2-2 pitch to Call. Downstairs, that'll fill the count, 3-2. Comes the payoff pitch to Alex Call. Ball 4. That's another walk from Rojas. That is the third walk given up by Rojas in this game, and it'll bring up Alex Freeland. Number 8 hitter in the Dodgers lineup, 234 hitter, 3 home runs, 17 runs batted in, and here in the second inning, the Twins bullpen is already loosening. Someone in the Twins bullpen is loosening. That pitch is foul for strike 1. That pitch misses for a ball. A 1-1 pitch upstairs, 2-1. Two-one pitch from Rojas. That's another ball. Rojas in danger of walking his 4th batter of the game. Comes a 3-1 pitch. That's in the air to right center field. That's going to be playable out there. And Fedko underneath it for the catch for the first out. Bring up the number 9 hitter for the Dodgers, Chucky Robinson. Just his 5th game of the season. 0 for 11 so far at the plate. He shows bunt and went after it and missed it. Strike one. Shows bunt again and gets it down, but foul, and it will go now to 0-2 on Chucky Robinson. Oh, 2 pitch misses high, 1-2. One-two pitch misses inside, 2-2. Now Caratini, the catcher, going out to have a word with Rojas. Two-two pitch. That's bounced to third. That might be 2. There's second one. On to first. Safe. Robinson beats it. So fielder's choice for Robinson. And here comes Ohtani. Ball one. One 0 pitch. That's a strike to Ohtani. Evens the count 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Bounced foul. 1-2. One-two to Ohtani's outside. 2-2. Two-two to Ohtani. Foul. Count stays 2-2. 2-2, swing and a miss. Strike three. Ohtani strikes out. And that does it for the Dodgers in the second. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0, LA leading Minnesota. It'll be the middle third, Lewis, Lee, and Caratini for the Twins here in the bottom of the second inning. Royce Lewis to lead it off for the Twins. Here in the bottom of the second, hitting .204, 7 home runs, 21 runs batted in. So I have to wonder how long Rojas is going to be in this game. He has struggled with his control a little bit. First pitch, bottom 2, strike 1. A 1 pitch outside. That'll even the count 1-1. One pitch. That's going to be strike 2. Two is on the ground to third, or 1-2 rather, and that's a throw out at first base for out number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. We'll bring up Brooks Lee. Lee hitting .238 on the season, 12 home runs, 44 runs batted in. And ball 1. One-zero pitch. That's a strike. That'll even the count 1-1. One pitch. That's strike 2. 1-2. One, 2 on the way. Hit foul. Count stays 1-2. 1-2 pitch is hit too short. Nice play by Betts, and the throw to first in time for out number 2. Boy, that was a rocket. That was a great play by Mookie Betts to field that ball and throw to first to get the out. 2 down, it'll bring up the Twins catcher, Victor Caratini. Hitting .236 on the year, 5 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Bases empty, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Dodgers leading 1-0. On an RBI single in the top of the first inning from Tommy Edman. Ball 1 to Caratini. One-0 pitch up high. It's 2-0. Two-0 pitch to Caratini. Misses high. It's 3-0. Three-0 pitch. Caratini taking all the way and takes on the inside corner. He's asking for a challenge because he thinks it's ball 4. So our first Twins ABS challenge of the night. It is a strike. So both teams have challenged one time on the ABS and have not been successful. So both teams down to 1 of those. Three-one pitch is in the air, deep left field, and at the wall, and that one is gone. Victor Caratini sends it just over the left field wall, and he ties this game at 1. Caratini goes deep for the 6th time this year, RBI number 30. And it brings up Luke Keeschall. Keeschall, .252 hitter, 2 home runs. He's drove in 24 and takes strike 1. So 1 swing of the bat ties this game. Strike 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. A hard swing there by Keeschall. 0-2. 0-2 pitch is low, 1-2. One-two pitch, that's outside, 2-2. Two-two. Downstairs, that'll fill the count, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. Keeschall draws a walk after being down in the count, 0-2. And it'll bring up Ryan Kreidler. .284 hitter, 4 home runs. He's drove in 18. And that's hit to third on the first pitch, and they'll go the short route to second to end the inning. But the Victor Caratini home run ties this game after 2. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Twins 1 as we head to the third. going to be Pages, Freeman, and Betts, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Dodgers here in the third inning in a 1-1 game. Live streams continue tomorrow here on my YouTube and Kick channels. First WNBA live stream I've done. I'm going to try this tomorrow night, see what happens. Mercury and the Fever. I'll be on around 7:20, 7:25, somewhere around there. 7:30 tip-off between the Mercury and the Fever tomorrow. That is the next live stream on the page. Both teams with 1 run, both teams with 1 hit. And it is a very short outing tonight for Rojas as he is done after 2 innings. And it gives way to Austin Voth out of the bullpen. Austin Voth just called up from AAA. So Rojas goes 2 innings, gives up a hit, gives up a run. It was earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. (1-0) the count to Pages to lead off the third, and the 1-0 misses outside. It's now 2-0. Pages walked his first time up. 2-0, swing and a miss. 2-1. Before coming to the Twins AAA affiliate, both was with the Blue Jays earlier this year, pitched 2 games. That's a strike. 2-2, and Pages calling for a challenge. And it is a ball, so the Dodgers are going to win this one. So it's now 3-1. So the Dodgers still have their 1 ABS challenge remaining. They lost 1 earlier in the first inning. 3-1 pitch, strike 2. Count goes full, 3-2 on Pages. Payoff pitch. Pages pops it foul. That will get out of play. Count stays 3-2. Another 3-2 payoff pitch. That is in the air to left. That's going to be playable for Martin, who's got it for the first out here in the top of the third inning. Brings up Freddie Freeman. Freeman was a strikeout victim his first time up. Ball one. One 0 pitch is high. 2-0 now the count on Freddie Freeman. Volt's 2-0 pitch to Freeman. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now. Two-one pitch. Freeman sends this one down the left field line, foul and out of play. 2-2. Two-two pitch to Freddie Freeman. That's lined into left center. That's going to get down and into the gap. This is going to be extra bases for Freeman. And Freddie Freeman will have a one-out double here in the top of the third inning. And it will bring up Mookie Betts. Betts was also a strikeout victim his first time up. Betts fouls it away for strike one. A 1 is hit foul. It's quickly 0-2 now on Mookie Betts. Freeman at second following a one-out double. 0-2 pitch. Called strike three on the inside corner. Betts caught looking. 2 down. Brings up Tommy Edman, who had the RBI single back in the first. Runner at second, 2 outs, and the pitch to Edman is hit to second, and the underhand throw is thrown away. Freeman will come in to score. It looked like a pretty routine play, but Keyshaw airmailed the throw, and it allowed Freeman to come in and score. That'll be an E4. Well, Keyshaw threw it right between the first baseman and the pitcher who was covering. Inning continues for Max Muncy. Dodgers back in front here, 2-1. Strike one on Muncy. And that is hit foul. It's 0-2. This was the final score of last night's game, 2-1 Dodgers. 0-2 pitch is in the air to center. Buxton under it. He's got it for the third out, but the Dodgers retake the lead on the throwing error by Keyshaw. Bottom of the third at Target Field coming up. Dodgers lead at 2-1. So let's see if that play will come back to bite the Twins in this one. Twins should have been out of the inning, still in a 1-1 game. Let's run down some other scores. Let's run down the World Cup scoreboard. Portugal picks up a 5-0 win over Uzbekistan. England and Ghana play to a 0-0 draw. Croatia a 1-0 win over Panama. And coming up here later on in Group K, Colombia and the Republic of Congo to wrap up the day's action in the World Cup. Of course, we'll keep you updated as well on the NBA draft. I do want to tell you, AJ DeBonsa of BYU was the number 1 pick in this year's NBA draft as he is heading to the Washington Wizards as the number 1 pick. Bottom 3 here in this one, 2-1 Dodgers lead it, and a swing and a miss to begin the bottom of the third to Kyler Fedko. Fedko, just his 7th game of the year. He's 0 for 7 at the plate. One's a swing and a miss. It's quickly 0-2. 0-2, a swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night for Robleski. A 3-pitch strikeout. It's his first strikeout of the game, and it will bring us back to the top of the order, Austin Martin. Martin flew out to lead off the bottom of the first. Strike 1. Oh, 1 is hit to short, and Betts boots it. And Martin's going to be aboard. So we saw Keyshaw commit the error in the top half of this inning, and now Mookie Betts boots one for the Dodgers. E6. And it'll bring up Byron Buxton. Buxton flew out his first time up back in the first inning. Ball 1. Phillies have battled back from a 5-0 deficit against the Nationals as Buxton sends this one into the gap in left center. Martin rounding third. He's coming home, and the throw will get him at the plate. Martin tried to stretch that out and score, but he is gunned down at home. Buxton is standing at second base, now with 2 outs. That was a great cutoff by Pages. And Mookie Betts, it throws it into Mookie Betts, who is able to gun down Martin coming home. So Betts redeems himself. He's out by a pretty good margin. 0-1 pitch is lifted in the air to center. That's going to be a blooper and drop. Buxton will score, and this game is tied 2-2. RBI single for Josh Bell. And the Twins have tied it at 2. Just kind of hit a blooper there into center field that drives in Byron Buxton and ties this game. Brings up Royce Lewis. Ball 1. Lewis grounded out his first time up in the second inning. 1-0 pitch. He gets jammed, and he sends it into center, and that will drop. And the Twins have runners at first and second with 2 outs, so a jam shot, but Lewis still able to get it for a base hit to center. It will bring up Brooks Lee. Twins have been able to get to Robleski here in the third inning. Brooks Lee with a shot. Deep left field if it's fair. It is not. It is foul. Brooks Lee gave that a ride. That was going to be a no-doubt home run if it stayed fair, but it did not. So it's just a long strike for Brooks Lee. Oh, 1 is foul, and it's 0-2 now on Lee. Strike 2 pitch. That's a foul ball. Robinson unable to hang on to that foul tip. Oh, 2 pitch is lifted in the air to center. This one's going to be playable. Catch made by Pages to end the inning. But the Twins tie it on the RBI single by Bell as we head to the fourth in the Twin Cities. Dodgers and Twins 2-2. Be the bottom third in the Dodgers order. Call, Freeland, and Robinson due up here in the fourth inning. Phillies scored 6 unanswered runs after trailing 5-0 to take the lead over the Nationals, but the Nationals have answered with 3 in the bottom of the 8th to retake the lead. 8-6 over the Phillies. So here we go, top half of the 4th inning in a 2-2 game. First pitch, strike 1. In the top of the 4th to Alex Call. Call drew a walk his first time up. A 1 pitch misses inside. That'll even the count, a ball and a strike. One pitch. That's off the plate. Ball 2. 2-1. Two one misses again. It's 3-1. Three one. There's a strike right down the pipe. Full count. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch to Call. That's up the middle. Nice backhanded play. I had no chance to throw him out at first base, though. It was a good backhanded play there by Keyshaw, but he had no chance to throw out Call at first base. That'll be an infield single. And it'll bring up Alex Freeland. Freeland flew out to right his first time up. Leadoff infield single, swing and a miss by Freeland, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Freeland lines it into right field, but right at the right fielder, Fedko, who tries to double off Call at first base after the catch, but Call does get back. And there's 1 out. And the batter will be Chucky Robinson. Number 9 hitter in the Dodgers lineup. Ball 1. One 0 pitch to Robinson. Ball 2. It's 2-0. 2-0 pitch on the way. That's lined into left center. That's going to be a base hit, and that's the first hit of the season for Chucky Robinson, and it gets 2 Dodgers on here with 1 out as it's runners at the corners. That brings us to the top of the order in Ohtani with 2 on and 1 out. Ohtani is 0 for 1. He has walked and struck out. Go ahead run on at third. Pitch to Ohtani. Ohtani rips it into left center. It's going to stay in the park, but it should be deep enough to score call. There's the tag. Here's the throw home. It's cut off, and the throw back to first. And getting back is Robinson. Sacrifice fly for Shohei Ohtani, and the Dodgers are back in front again, 3-2. And it will bring up Pages. Pages 0 for 1. He has walked and flown out. Ball 1. One 0 pitch to Pages is outside. Counts now 2-0. One 0 pitch lined into right field for a base hit. So Pages aboard with a 2-out single. Robinson advances to second. Batter will be Freddie Freeman. Double and a strikeout for Freeman. Swing and a miss on the first pitch he sees. 0-1. Freeman has scored one of the 3 Dodgers runs as well. That comes up and in on him. Counts even 1-1. One pitch to Freeman. Hit foul, and the count moves to 1-2. One-two pitch upstairs, 2-2. Two-two. Hit foul. Count stays 2-2. Two-two pitch. That's fouled again. Freeman staying alive. Another 2-2 to Freeman. Freeman sends this one a little blooper. That's going to fall. Robinson rounding third and will score. Up to third goes Pajes. That's about the third bloop single we've seen to center field in this game. And the Dodgers take a 4-2 lead. Here's Mookie Betts. Ball one. So a 2-run fourth so far here for the Dodgers. Trying to add to it with runners at the corners and 2 outs. 1-0 is a strike to Betts, who's 0 for 2. He has struck out both times up so far in this one. And Betts up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Pajes scores. RBI single for Betts, and it's a 3-run fourth for the Dodgers. It's 5-2. Bringing up Tommy Edman. Edman sends this one down the left field line and foul. Strike one. Edman 1 for 2, an RBI single back in the first inning. And he also reached on an error. And that's strike 2 on Tommy Edman. Oh, 2 pitch to Tommy Edman. Down in the dirt, 1-2. Edman steps out prior to the 1-2 pitch. 1-2, down low. Nice stop by Caratini, 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him. Edman strikes out to end the top of the fourth, but the Dodgers plate 3 and take a 5-2 lead as we go to the bottom half of the fourth. 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Twins due up. Caratini, Kershaw, and Kreidler. So the Twins have come back twice in this game, but both those times they were only down a run. Now they're down 3. The bottom of the fourth inning. Caratini, the Twins catcher, will lead it off. Heading to the bottom of the ninth inning in Detroit, Yankees lead the Tigers 4-3. Mariners win in Pittsburgh tonight over the Pirates 3-2. Phillies, a 5-run top of the ninth. They lead the Nationals 11-8. Brewers lead the Reds 2-0, bottom of the eighth inning in Cincinnati. Cubs 7, Mets 2, bottom of the sixth at Citi Field. White Sox lead Cleveland 2-1, top of the eighth. Diamondbacks and Cardinals 0-0, bottom of the seventh in St. Louis. First pitch here. Bottom of the fourth inning to Caratini is ball one. One 0 pitch to Caratini, strike. Counts even 1-1. Caratini homered back in the second inning for the first Twins run of the game. 1-1 pitch misses off the plate, 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way from Robleski to Caratini is in the air to left. And just on the warning track, the catch is made by Tommy Edman for out number one. Brings up Keishall. Keishall drew a walk his first time up. Ball one. One 0 pitch. That is hit foul, right field side. Counts even 1-1. One pitch, lifted to right. And under it for the catch is call for out number two here in the Twins' fourth inning. Brings up Kreidler. Hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. Bases empty, 2 outs for the Twins here in the bottom of the fourth. Strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. That's in the air to right. Call's had a busy night out there in the field. In right field, he makes the catch, and the Twins go 1-2-3 in the fourth inning. On we go to inning number 5 at Target Field. Dodgers lead the Twins 5-2. Well, coming into the game, as I mentioned at the outset, the Dodgers in the National League West have a 9-game lead in the division. A big, big lead for the Dodgers. Just about, what are we, 3 weeks out from the All-Star game? Yeah, All-Star game 3 weeks from tonight. They're in Philadelphia. Twins enter the night 3.5 back in the American League Central. So they are right there. Despite being 4 games under 500, they're only 3.5 out. Tell you what, if one of these teams in the American League Central gets on a roll and goes on a big winning streak, that could really be the telling sign on who wins this division. Nobody has absolutely ran away and hid in the American League Central, obviously. We head to the 5th inning here. It's going to be Max Muncy leading off for the Dodgers. Muncy 0 for 2 on the night so far. Struck out and flown out. First pitch, top 5, upstairs, ball 1. One-zero pitch is hit foul, right side, counts even 1-1. One pitch. Muncy skies it into center field. That will hang up and be playable and caught by Byron Buxton for out number 1 in the Dodgers' 5th inning. Brings up Alex Call. Infield single and a walk in the game for Call. Ball 1. Call has also scored a run tonight. Strike 1. Counts even 1-1. One. That is in the air to right. Barely having to move out there in right field is Fedko, and he's got it. 2 down here in the Dodgers' 5th inning. Brings up Alex Freeland. Freeland has flown out and lined out so far tonight. Bases empty, 2 outs for the Dodgers here in the 5th. Strike 1 on the inside corner. A 1 pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. 0-2 pitch on the way to Freeland. And that is lined into right field in front of Fedko, and it falls for a base hit. Alex Freeland with a 2-out single, and it will bring up Chucky Robinson. Got his first hit of the season his last time up with a single to left. Pitch to Robinson, swing and a miss. Strike one. Oh, 1 is inside. That'll even the count 1-1. One pitch, just off the end of the bat, foul. One, two, that's through in the right side and into right field for a base hit. Holding at second. Ooh, holding at second is Freeland. That throw was kind of airmailed a little bit, but Freeland didn't want a chance going to third. So back-to-back singles here with 2 outs have runners at first and second for Ohtani as he steps up for the 4th time in this game. Pitch to Ohtani, strike one. Oh, 1 is outside. That'll even the count, a ball and a strike. Ohtani has walked, struck out, and he has a sac fly. One pitch misses outside. Counts now 2-1 on Shohei Ohtani. Twins are challenging that ball call, ABS, and it is outside. So the Twins have just used their last ABS challenge. They can no longer challenge the rest of the game. Ball or strike. 2-1 to Ohtani's outside. 3-1. Three-one pitch to Shohei Ohtani. Strike two. That'll fill the count, so Freeland and Robinson will get a head start on this pitch. Payoff pitch, runners go. Ohtani sends it into center. Buxton there for the catch, and that'll do it for the Dodgers in the 5th. Dodgers strand 2. We're midway through this one. 5-2. Dodgers lead the Twins. It's going to be Fedko and then the top of the order, Martin and Buxton for the Twins in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Dodgers, but they have stranded 8 runners on base through 5 innings. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Twins. They've stranded 3. Voth has now gone 3 innings in relief for the Twins. He's thrown 68 pitches. Robleski trying to get through the 5th and be eligible for the win. He's only thrown 54 pitches in this game through 4 innings. The Phillies just finished off an 8-run top of the 9th inning against the Nationals. Phillies lead at 14-8 going to the bottom of the 9th. Cubs lead the Mets 7-2, top of the 7th. Brewers 2, Reds nothing, bottom of the 9th in Cincinnati. Brewers winning in extra innings yesterday. White Sox lead Cleveland 2-1, bottom of the 8th. Diamondbacks and Cardinals still scoreless, top of the 8th inning at Busch Stadium. The Red Sox lead the Rockies 2-1, bottom of the 3rd. Rockies beating the Red Sox in the opener of that series on a game-winning walk last night. Orioles and Angels just underway in Anaheim. First pitch, bottom 5 to Fedko is a strike. Fedko, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Oh, 1 pitch, that hits the outside corner, 0-2. Fedko didn't look like he cared for that strike 2 call, but they cannot challenge anymore, as they have been unsuccessful on 2 ABS challenges tonight. 0-2 pitch. Fedko fouls it back to stay alive. Oh, 2 pitch. Fedko hits it foul again. Count stays 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch misses 1-2. One-two pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fedko strikes out for the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. And now we're back to the top of the order in Austin Martin. Martin has flown out and reached on an error. Ball 1. One-zero pitch on the ground and through into right field for a base hit. Martin has himself a 1-out single. And it will bring up Byron Buxton. Buxton has doubled and flown out. Buxton grounds it to short. Nice play there. Out at second. 1 on to first, safe. That'll be a fielder's choice. Another fine defensive play there by Mookie Betts. Second good defensive play of the night he's made. Did commit that error earlier in the game. First pitch swinging here by Bell is a fly ball to right center, and the catch made by Pages. And the Twins are done in the fifth. They strand a runner. We head to the sixth. Dodgers lead it 5-2. Be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Pages, Freeman, and Betts. Here in the top of the sixth inning. So Pages will lead it off here in the sixth. First pitch, top six, swing and a miss, strike one. A 1 is a strike. It's now 0-2. Oh, 2 is bounced up there, 1-2. One-two pitch, downstairs, 2-2. Two is foul. Pages stays alive. Another 2-2. That is into right. That's going to fall for a base hit. Pages starts off the sixth with a leadoff single. So here's Freddie Freeman. It's 2 for 3 with a double and a single. He fouls this off for strike one. Also drove in a run and scored a run. Oh, one is foul, and Freeman down 0-2. Voth is up to 76 pitches, but the Twins bullpen is empty. 0-2 to Freeman is down the line and right. That's fair. Into the corner. Pages rounding third and will score. Freddie Freeman's third hit of the night. It's an RBI double, and it is 6-2 Dodgers. And the batter will be Mookie Betts. Betts with an RBI single back in the fourth, and he has also struck out twice. Betts sends this one in the air to right. Fedko on the track makes the catch. Freeman will tag and go to third. So a runner now at third with one out for the Dodgers. And the batter will be Tommy Edman. Edman 1 for 3, RBI single back in the first. Reached on an error in the third. Foul ball, strike one. Oh, 1 pitch is popped up. Foul territory and playable. The catch made by Lewis for the second out. Freeman has to hold at third. So Edman does not get the job done. And it'll be up to Max Muncy. Muncy's flown out twice and struck out tonight. Muncy sends it in the air to left. On the warning track, the catch is made. A leaping catch in left field to keep the game at 6-2. Fine play by Martin. That ends the top of the sixth. Dodgers add one. And now lead at 6-2 as we head to the bottom half of the sixth. Be the middle third of the Twins order. Lewis, Lee, and Caratini due up in the bottom of the sixth inning. Final game of this series is tomorrow between these two teams. Shohei Ohtani scheduled to start tomorrow for the Dodgers on the mound. Connor Prelip scheduled starting pitcher for Minnesota. So bottom of the sixth inning, Royce Lewis to lead it off for the Twins. Singled back in the third. He's also grounded out in the game. First pitch, bottom six, strike one. Oh, one is foul, and it's quickly 0-2 on Royce Lewis. Oh, 2 pitches on the ground to second. Easy play over to first, and there's out number one here in the bottom of the sixth inning. And the batter will be Brooks Lee. Lee a ground out and a fly out tonight, 0 for 2. Lines this one on the one hop. And taking it himself is Freeman for out number 2. Boy, that was a rocket. But Freeman makes the play. Bases empty, 2 outs for Victor Caratini. Homered back in the second. Ball one. One 0 pitch is a strike. That'll even the count 1-1. One pitch. Caratini sends in the air to center. Pages is there, and the Twins retired 1-2-3 in the sixth. Robleski goes 6 innings here in his start for the Dodgers. We head to the seventh. Dodgers lead at 6-2. Bottom third of the Dodgers order, Call, Freeland, and Robinson due up in the seventh inning. Another reminder, back with you tomorrow. First ever WNBA stream on the channel tomorrow. Mercury and Fever. 7:30 Eastern time tip. I'll be on sometime between 7:20 and 7:25 for that one tomorrow between the Mercury and the Fever. Things got a little heated between those two teams in the fourth quarter yesterday. Let's see what happens in the rematch game. Six runs, 11 hits, 1 error for the Dodgers. They've left 9 on base. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Twins. They've left 4. So for the Dodgers, it will be Call to lead it off here in the 7th inning. Boy, both in relief for the Twins. He's gone 4 innings in relief. It's his first start for the Twins since being signed as a free agent from Toronto and then called up from AAA. And he's back out here for his 5th inning of relief. Call is 1 for 2. Has an infield single. He's reached on a walk, and he fouls this off for strike 1 to lead off the 7th inning. If somebody gets on this inning, that would Ohtani would bat. 0-1 is foul. Oh, 2 pitch on the way to Call. Here it is. Ball 1. One-two pitch to Alex Call. Outside, 2-2. Two-two. That misses outside. Here's the payoff pitch. Ball 4. That's a leadoff walk. So leadoff walk to Call brings up Freeland. It's 1 for 3 with a single, and he fouls this one off for strike 1. Action now in the Twins bullpen. It's Travis Adams, loosening in the pen. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Freeland. Upstairs, that'll even the count 1-1. One pitch is a ball, 2-1. All right, that's 1-2. I'm sorry. That's downstairs, 2-2. Two pitch is foul. Count stays 2-2. Another 2-2. That is lifted foul. Will that stay in play? It will not. Another 2-2 pitch. That's another foul ball. Good battle here between Voth and Freeland. Another 2-2. That's outside, and that will fill the count 3-2. Payoff pitch. Freeland sends it into left center for a base hit. Rounding second and heading to third is Call, and the Dodgers have runners at the corners with nobody out here in the seventh. For Chucky Robinson. Robinson's got a couple hits tonight. That's the end of the road for Voth. 96 pitches. He goes 4+ innings. Give up 11 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. He is responsible for the 2 runners on base. Be the third Twins pitcher of the night. It's going to be Travis Adams. Adams on for the 14th time. 1-0 records. ERA a little inflated, 7.5. He's walked 8, struck out 24 in 18 innings. Comes on inheriting runners at the corners with nobody out here in the 7th inning, and the Dodgers leading 6-2. So Robinson will be the batter with runners at the corners and nobody out. So here we go. Adams to face Robinson. He bunts it. Oh, and that got Caratini. Caratini trying to walk that one off. Robinson was up there showing a squeeze bunt. Oh. That hit Caratini right above the right knee where there is no catcher's gear. Yeah, that's going to be sore in the morning. If obviously it's sore now, but it's going to be even more so in the morning. 0-1 pitch. Again, Robinson showing bunt. He gets it down, and that's going to get a run home. A perfectly executed squeeze bunt by Robinson scores call, and the Dodgers add one more to make it 7-2. That was a perfectly executed squeeze bunt. So here's Ohtani. He has walked and has a sacrifice fly. Ball one. He has scored one of the 7 Dodger runs tonight as well. 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Pages is on deck. 2-0 pitch. Inside, 3-0 now to Ohtani. .30 pitch. Ohtani taken all the way, and it's a strike, 3-1. .3-1. Ohtani fouls it off to fill the count, 3-2. Payoff 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Payoff 3-2. Once again. He got him. Ohtani chased a low one. 2 outs. So 2 down now for Pages. Couple singles and a walk for Pages tonight. Fouled away, strike 1. Strike 1 pitch on the outside corner, strike 2. Strike 2 pitch. He got him. Back-to-back strikeouts for Adams ends the Dodgers' 7th, but they get one more to add to their lead, 7-2 at the stretch in Minneapolis. So we are 3 weeks away from the MLB All-Star Game, and the current vote leaders in the fan voting, Aaron Judge of the Yankees, the leading vote getter right now. Shohei Ohtani in there at number 2, along with Freddie Freeman. Pete Crow Armstrong of the Cubs sitting in 4th, and Cal Raleigh, Mariner catcher, in 5th in the fan voting. Rest of the top 10, Jose Ramirez, Manny Machado, Francisco Lindor, Ketel Marte, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. rounding out the top 10 in the All-Star fan voting. All-Star game in Philadelphia this year at Citizens Bank Park. So into the bottom of the 7th inning, Twins down 5 now. And the first pitch, bottom 7, Robleski back out there. He's only at 71 pitches through 6 innings. As Luke Keyshaw leads it off, he has reached on a walk tonight. Strike 1 pitch to Keyshaw. Strike 2. 0-2. Oh-2 is a called strike 3 at the knees. And the Twins cannot challenge. They're out of ABS challenges. They've been unsuccessful twice tonight. So 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Brings up Creedler. Ground out and a fly out tonight. One 0 pitch is a foul. Counts now 1-1. I said a ground out and a fly out. It's a fly out and a fielder's choice for Fiedler tonight. Two 1 pitch is in the air to right. Call. He's had a very busy night in the field tonight, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Base is empty, 2 outs for Fedko. Fedko 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts. He's still looking for his first hit of the season and takes outside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. One pitch on the way to Fedco. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 1-2 is foul. Fedco just got a piece of that one. One-two pitch to Fedco downstairs. 2-2. Two is foul. Good battle here for Fedco. Two again. And another foul. Robleski now up to 85 pitches. 2-2. Down low, and that will fill the count. Here's the 3-2 payoff pitch. Ball 4. That's a heck of an at-bat for Fedco. And he draws a 2-out walk, and that will bring us back to the top of the order in Martin. Martin singled back in the 5th, and he reached on an error. Strike 1. Oh, 1 swing and a miss. 0-2. And time called prior to the 0-2 pitch. Dodgers bullpen starting to loosen now. First time we've seen action down there tonight. 0-2 misses outside. 1-2. Edgardo Henriquez is loosening in the Dodger pen. 1-2 pitch is a foul ball. Count stays 1-2. One, two is in the air, and that's going to be caught by Freeland to end the inning. Twin strand 1. We head to the 8th. 7-2 Dodgers. Freeman, Betts, and Edman, the 3 scheduled hitters for the Dodgers in the 8th inning. So the Dodgers 6 outs away from getting win number 51 on the season. Come into the night with the MLB's best record at 50-29. So on we go to inning number 8. Freddie Freeman will lead it off. 2 doubles and a single tonight for Freeman. First pitch, top 8, swing and a miss, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's inside, counts even 1-1. One is low, 2-1. Two one pitch. That's down low, 3-1. Three one pitch is ball 4, and that will be a leadoff walk. Freeman reaches base for the 4th time tonight. The batter will be Mookie Betts. Betts is 1 for 4. RBI single back in the 4th. Betts swings at the first pitch and pops it up foul territory. It's going to stay in play, and the catch is made by Lewis. 4 out, number 1, and it will bring up Tommy Edman. Edman with an RBI single in the 1st. Reached on an error in the 3rd. Edman bunts it foul for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch to Tommy Edman. Inside, 1-1. One pitch. That's a strike. 1-2. 1-2 pitch downstairs, 2-2. Two pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Edmund goes down swinging for out number 2. And it will bring up Max Muncy. Muncy's flew out 3 times and struck out. 0 for 4 night for him. Ball 1. One 0 is a swing and a miss. Muncy just missed a home run his last time up. He was robbed by that great catch out there in left field by Martin. 1-1 inside, 2-1. Two 1 pitch. Strike 2. Two hit foul. Count stays 2-2. Comes another 2-2 pitch. Inside, that'll fill the count. Three-two payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Muncy goes down. Dodgers done in the 8th. They strand another base runner. That's 11 left on base tonight for the Dodgers, but they have a 7-2 lead as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. So the Dodgers, despite the 7-2 lead, have left 11 runners on base and are just 3 for 16 tonight with runners in scoring position. Buxton, Bell, and Lewis, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Minnesota, due up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Twins have left 5 on base tonight. And Robleski's night on the mound is done after 7 innings. What a great outing he had tonight. 7 innings, 5 hits. 2 runs, both of them earned. He walked 2, he struck out 3. He threw 92 pitches, but he gives way to the bullpen, and Edgardo Enriquez coming on to pitch for the Dodgers. 29th appearance of the year, 2-0 record, 3.03 ERA. 10 walks, 31 strikeouts in 29 2/3 innings. He will face Byron Buxton to lead off the bottom of the 8th. Buxton doubled back in the 3rd, 1 for 3 tonight. He's also scored one of the 2 Twins runs tonight. So if this holds, Robleski will go to 9-2 on the season. First pitch from Enriquez here in the bottom of the 8th inning to Byron Buxton. Swing and a miss, strike one. A 1 pitch to Buxton. One hop to short. Throw to first in time to retire Buxton. That's the first out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Brings up Josh Bell. Bell's 1 for 3 with a single back in the 3rd inning, RBI single. Bell goes after the first pitch and one hops it to first. Freeman, the throw over to Enriquez covering. And 2 outs on 3 pitches here at the bottom of the 8th inning. And that will bring up the cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis. Lewis singled back in the 3rd and has a couple groundouts. Pitch to Lewis, strike one. Bullpen action for the Twins once again. Taylor Rogers. There's a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So see if we see Rogers come in to pitch the 9th for the Twins. Here's the 0-2. That's way high. 1-2. One-two pitch. Time called first. One-two pitch. That misses low. 2-2. Enriquez delivers the 2-2 pitch. Pop foul, and that'll get out of play. Two-two. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it for the Twins in the bottom of the 8th. They go in order, 1-2-3. On to the 9th, 7-2, Dodgers in front. Be the bottom third of the Dodgers order. Call, Freeland, and Robinson due up in the 9th inning. And let's see if we see Taylor Rogers come on to pitch the 9th inning. Be the 4th Twins pitcher of the night if he does come in. Final now from Citi Field. The Cubs got a little sketchy there in the ninth inning, but the Cubs do hang on to beat the Mets 9-6. It is going to be Rogers coming on to pitch the ninth for the Twins. Taylor Rogers on for the 35th time, 3-3 record. 4.97 ERA, 10 walks, 25 strikeouts in 29 innings. So Adams goes 2 innings, gives up a walk and 4 strikeouts. So pretty good relief outing tonight for Travis Adams. He'll be called to lead it off here in the ninth for the Dodgers. Infield single for Call, and he has walked twice and scored 2 runs. So here's Call to lead off the ninth. Against the new Twins pitcher. Crowd starting to head for the exits at Target Field. First pitch, top 9, is hit into left field, and that's going to be out of here. On the first pitch of the top of the ninth inning, Alex Call sends it out, and that makes it 8-2 on the first pitch that Rogers throws. Call's first home run of the year, RBI number 15, and it makes it 8-2. And that will now guarantee that Ohtani will get one more at bat. Here's Freeland. Ball 1. Freeland 2 for 4 on the night. Couple singles. 1-0 misses inside. It's 2-0. Two-0 pitch off the plate is 3-0. Taken all the way, and it's strike 3-1. Comes the 3-1 pitch. Inside, ball 4, and Freeland draws a walk. The batter will be Chucky Robinson. Singled twice and had a successful squeeze bunt his last time. Robinson swings and misses here for strike 1. Oh, 1 is a strike. It's 0-2. Ohtani on deck. 0-2 pitch. In the air to center. And there's the first out here in the top of the ninth inning, and it will bring up It will not bring up Ohtani. We have seen the last of Ohtani tonight. We're going to have a pinch hitter. Miguel Rojas is going to pinch hit for Ohtani. Rojas, a .265 hitter on the season, 2 home runs, 12 runs batted in. Ohtani is scheduled to pitch the game tomorrow, so that may play into this decision. (1-0). That's inside. 2-0. (2-0) is lined into the gap in left center. Miguel Rojas splits the gap. Rounding third and scoring the 9th Dodger run of the night is Freeland. That's an RBI double for Miguel Rojas. It's 9-2 LA. Dodgers have scored the game's last 7 runs since the Twins tied it at 2. It was back in the 3rd inning. Here's Pages. Pages has a couple singles tonight, and he's also reached on a walk. Take strike 1 here. Pages sends it into right. That's going to be a base hit. Rojas will score, and the Dodgers now in double digits tonight as they just played their 10th of the night. It's 10-2. It will bring up Freddie Freeman. Freeman, what a night he's had. A couple doubles, a single, and a walk. Ball 1. (1-0) is a strike. That'll even the count 1-1. (1-1) pitch is a swing and a miss. 1-2. (1-2) pitch is into left field, and the catch will be made out there for the second out as Martin makes the catch. Freeman retired for just the second time tonight. And the batter with 2 outs will be Mookie Betts. Betts is 1 for 5 with an RBI single back in the 4th. Betts fouls it off for strike 1. Five, 6, and 7 hitters will be due up for Minnesota in the bottom of the 9th. Lee, Caratini, and Kershaw. They need quite the rally. Dodgers are challenging this call, and it will hold up as a strike. So both teams have now been unsuccessful twice on ABS challenges, so neither team can challenge for the rest of the game. Oh, 2 pitch. Line foul. Count stays 0-2. Brock Stewart is loosening in the Dodger bullpen as the 0-2 pitch misses. One two hit foul. Count stays 1-2. One two. That's lined into right. That's going to be a base hit. Inning continues for Tommy Edman. Edman has singled and reached on an error tonight. Eighth batter of the inning here in the ninth inning for the Dodgers. Ball one. And that gets away as well from Caratini, and the runners will move up 90 feet. One 0 pitch. That's off the plate. It's 2-0. That previous pitch where the pitch got away, that's the ruling on that is a pass ball. 2-0, check swing, no swing. It's 3-0. Taken all the way on 3-0, and it's strike. 3-1. 3-1 pitch. There's another strike, and the count goes full 3-2. 3-2 payoff pitch. Ball four, and that's going to load the bases. And Max Muncy will be the batter, the ninth batter of the inning. Dodgers have batted around here in the ninth. Muncy is 0 for 5, 3 flyouts and 2 strikeouts. And now a meeting on the mound. Dr. Rogers here just need to get one more out to get out of this ninth inning. He's given up 3 in the inning. So bases loaded, 2 outs for the Dodgers. And Max Muncy, the batter. Strike one. Oh, 1 pitch on the way to Muncy. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch to Muncy. Lined into right. That's fair. That may clear him. 1 scores, 2 runs score. And Muncy in at second with a 2-run double. And a 5-run 9th inning for the Dodgers makes it 12-2. And Alex Call, who started the inning, will step back up. He started this inning with the first pitch he saw, home run to left. He has scored 3 times tonight. Strike one. Dodgers have scored 10 unanswered runs in this game. This game was tied at 2 after 3. Oh, 1 pitch misses, ball and a strike. One pitch hit foul, count now 1-2. One, 2. Check swing foul. Count stays 1-2. Another 1-2 pitch to Call. Bouncer to second. Throw to first in time to end the inning, but the Dodgers with a 5 spot in the 9th inning. And they lead it 12-2 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Twins, Lee, Caratini, and Keyshaw. Folks, it's going to be a pretty quick sign-off tonight. After the game, I will run down the final stats real quick and sign off pretty quick tonight. Another reminder, I'll be back on tomorrow night for a WNBA stream, Mercury and Fever, 7:30 tip-off, be on right around 7:20, between 7:20 and 7:25 for that Mercury Fever. First WNBA live stream I've done. See how it goes. New Dodger pitcher here in the bottom of the 9th inning. It's going to be Brock Stewart going to try to close this one out. On for just the 3rd time this year. He's only pitched 2 innings, walk and 3 strikeouts. It'll be Lee leading it off in the Twins' 9th inning. Couple ground outs and a fly out tonight. Robleski, the pitcher of record on the winning side for the Dodgers. Voth, the pitcher of record on the losing side. First pitch, bottom of the ninth, is ball one. One 0 pitch to Brooks Lee. Strike one. One pitch to Lee. Lee sends this one into right pretty well, and that ball is going to go. Brooks Lee with the home run to right. And it makes it 12-3. Lee's 13th home run of the year, RBI number 45. Twins' second home run tonight. Caratini, who's now at the plate, has the other one. Caratini fouls the pitch back for strike one. Caratini homered back in the second. At the time, it tied the game at 1. Oh, 1 pitch is hit foul. Caratini fouled that right off his knee, I think. Caratini's been taking a beating tonight. He fouled that right off his knee. He had a foul ball when he was catching earlier go right off the area right above the right knee where there's no catcher's protection at. Oh, 2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. One-two pitch. Lifted in the air to left. And under it for the out. One down here in the bottom of the ninth. And let's see. We going to have a pinch hitter for Keyshaw here. It's like Tristan Gray is going to pinch hit for Keyshaw. Gray hitting .241 on the year, 4 home runs, 28 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. Oh, 1 is foul, and now Gray in an 0-2 hole. Stewart's 0-2 pitch to Gray. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And now Dodgers are an out away from win number 51 on the season. And it will be up to Kreidler to keep it alive for the Twins. Couple flyouts and a fielder's choice for Kreidler tonight. Represents the last hope in this one for the Twins. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 pitch. That's way outside. Ball 1. One pitch is a swing and a miss, and now Twins are down to their final strike. One-two pitch. That's foul. Kreidler stays alive. Another 1-2. That's in the air to right. Call will not get there. It's a base hit for Kreidler. And the game's still alive for the moment. And Kyler Fedko will step up. Fedko has walked and struck out a couple times tonight. Fedko still looking for his first hit of the season. Ball 1. One-0 pitch. It's downstairs, 2-0. Comes the 2-0. That's a high chopper. Back to Stewart. Throw to first in time to put a wrap on this one. The Dodgers with a 12-3 win to win the series, and they will go for the sweep tomorrow against the Twins. 12 runs, 17 hits, 1 error for the Dodgers. They left 13 on base. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Twins. They left 6 on base. Justin Robleski gets the win tonight for the Dodgers. He moves to 9-2. Austin Voth with the loss. He's now 0-1. His Twins debut. As the Dodgers take it 12-3. Before I sign off for the night, let's take a final look at the MLB scoreboard from today. Astros win in Toronto in 11, 9-7. Royals beat the Rays for the second straight night. That game 12-5 the final. Yankees come back to beat the Tigers 4-3. Mariners pull out a win in Pittsburgh over the Pirates tonight 3-2. Marlins 6, Rangers 4. Marlins have won 9 of 10 at home. Phillies with a huge ninth inning. They beat the Nationals 14-9. Cubs 9, Mets 6 the final. Brewers beat the Reds for the second straight night, 2-0 the final. White Sox beat Cleveland tonight 2-1. Diamondbacks hang on to beat the Cardinals 4-3, and a game that's just gone final in Denver. Red Sox beat the Rockies 5-2. Games in progress. Angels lead the Orioles 5-0 in Anaheim, top of the sixth. And the Giants with a 2-1 lead over the A's. A game in the bottom of the fifth inning. World Cup scoreboard real quick. Portugal 5-0 shutout win over Uzbekistan. England and Ghana play to a 0-0 draw. Croatia with a 1-0 win over Panama, and in progress in the 51st minute, Colombia and the Republic of the Congo 0-0 in that one. And again, in case you did not hear, AJ DeBonsa of BYU was the number 1 pick in the NBA draft. He is headed to the Washington Wizards. Rest of the top 5 in the NBA draft, Darren Peterson goes second to the Jazz. Guard out of Kansas. Cameron Boozer, the forward from Duke, he goes third to the Memphis Grizzlies. Forward Caleb Wilson for North Carolina goes fourth to the Chicago Bulls. And Keaton Wagler of Illinois going fifth tonight. Wagler is headed to the Clippers, I believe, is where he's going. So that rounds out the top 5 picks in the NBA draft tonight. In the game here, Dodgers win at 12-3 over the Twins. They take the first 2 in the series and will go for the sweep tomorrow. That's going to wrap it up tonight. My name is John, Sports Bonanza John on YouTube. If you do like my content, would really appreciate a like and subscribe. Also on Kick, Sports Kick John, you can follow me there. Back with you tomorrow night, WNBA stream, Mercury and the Fever, with you around 7:20-ish or so, 7:20, between 7:20 and 7:25. Get you ready for that 7:30 Eastern time tip between the Mercury and the Fever. Appreciate you joining me tonight. Dodgers win at 12-3. I will talk to you again for another live stream tomorrow night. Good night, everybody. God bless.